Good morning everyone. In this video we're going to talk about string interpolation, and there are different ways of performing this string interpolation. You can use percentage. We also studied about this percentage. This is modulus operator, and we also use curly brackets, and then there is another thing, f string, right? All right, so these concepts that we're learning, these things that we're learning, these concepts will be used in the making of web app, and I'll upload that video, web app in Python, on next Sunday. So interpolation means so in this video we're doing string interpolation, right? And interpolation means to modify something, usually by placing something into something else. And in Python programming, it would mean to place some value into a buffer. And as you know, buffer is a place that holds something. So string interpolation is just like that. You will understand it in a better way with examples. And these are different ways to perform string interpolation. So let's start with a few examples. We'll talk about the types one by one. So first method is using percentage, and it is also this one, percentage, right? This is also known as modulus operator in Python, and it is also a string interpolation operator. How do you know if it is modulus or string operator? Well, by the function, or by the way it is used in a specific place in the program. All right, and the buffers are also called placeholders, and depending on the type of the data you're trying to put into a placeholder, there are different types of placeholders. So we have %s. This placeholder is used for strings. We also have %d, and there are many others. So let's take one simple example. All right, so for example, let's say we have two strings, s1, it says hi, and s2 says how are you. All right, now using string interpolation operator percentage print, I'm gonna use you can use double quotes, you can also use single quotes. So inside single quotes you're supposed to write percentage, and then you will write the type of placeholder you want. So if I'm dealing with integers, I'll use d. If now here we have strings, so I'm gonna write s. All right, and how many strings are there? There are two strings, so space %s. All right, and then you are supposed to place these two placeholders inside these quotes, and outside you are going to place another %, and then we will create a tuple of variables from where we want to fetch the value. So s1 will be placed into this placeholder, s2 will be placed into this placeholder. Okay, and because I put space between these two, so you can see there is space. All right, and it works with tuple. So this is a tuple, right? And it allows multiple substitutions. It is also an example of concatenation. We are concatenating two strings here. Another we have another method is curly brackets. You can use these with runtime values or soft coding, right? I've already explained what soft coding is in the previous video. I'll also put a link in the description below, or maybe at the end of the video or in the iCards. All right. So another method is curly brackets, and how it actually works is it works like this. So we have curly bracket dot format, and this format is a method or a function. All right, and it can be used in different ways. So first, very simple method. I'm gonna print something. So I want to print something on the screen, so I'll use double quotes, right? And I will write how are you, and I want that it should be hi, how are you, and the value of hi I want to fetch it from somewhere. So I'm going to put placeholder here. Okay, and I also want that after hi there should be a comma. So I'm going to put this placeholder and then comma and then how are you. Now outside you can see this is the syntax, curly brackets dot format. So this is curly bracket and then I want this text, this string, right? So outside I'm going to put a dot or a period or whatever you want to call it. So a dot, and then you see this is the format function. So you can click here or you can type it, and inside format, now I have two options here. I can use these variables s1, s2. I can use s1, or I'll provide my string. All right. So when I run it, hi, how are you? So this is very simple method, right? Second way of using this thing is for, let's say I want to use it for one substitution. So let's say I have n equals to 12. So I'll write print. I'll say she is, and then I'm going to put a placeholder dot, dot format, and then I'm going to fetch the value. She's 12, right? This is placeholder, and this format method, right? This method will replace this placeholder with any value that we provide here. It could be a string, it could be an integer or a float point number, it could be anything. Okay, so this is for one substitution, so I'm only using one value here. All right, so you can I hope you are able to see the pattern here. So you can put this placeholder either in the beginning or at the end or somewhere, and this format function will replace the placeholder with the value. All right. Okay, so another way of doing the same thing would be I'm going to use the same function for multiple substitutions. So let's say I have p equals what's up, and then we have p1 equals where is my pen, or maybe something, how are you doing, right? Okay, so because I have two strings here, I want to use them both. I'm putting quotes, and then I'll use two placeholders dot format, and then p1, right? Okay, so there is no space here. So I'll provide space here. Now if I print, what's up, how are you doing? Okay. Another way of doing the same thing is, so I can use variables here, a, b, and then value of a is fetched from p and b is fetched from p1. Okay, and the same thing can be done using these p1. So it doesn't really matter. I'm sorry, you have to provide p1, then you have to write p equals p, p1 equals p1. Okay. Third, we have f string. So it is used for expressions, meaning something you want to evaluate or calculate. So some kind of any kind of calculation, and it will show the exact expression on the screen. And you can also show kind of an equation, so you can show the expression and the result, right? So for example, I'm going to use f string now. So for example, print, so you have to write f and then double quotes. Okay, and inside these quotes I'm going to provide an expression 4 plus 1 minus 12, right? It will print this on the screen as such, right? Okay. And then we have, if you want that the result should also be placed, I'm going to copy, paste. So what I'm going to do is, I'll need to, because this is the expression, so if you want to evaluate this as well, you have to write equals to and then curly brackets and the expression. So this will be the result. I'm not sure if you're able to see. Okay, let me open another. Okay, so I'll start again. Print f, and then we have, what was the expression? It was 4 plus 1 minus 12, right? And then it can be used for other ways. Let's say you have a equals hi, b equals hey, and you can print it like this. So I'm going to use f double quotes, and inside this you can, so it works with curly brackets, again space, and I'll put a and b, right? And one more thing, if you want to show the result on the screen along with the expression, you just need to use the equal to operator and use the same expression. So for example, for this expression, if I want that along with this expression, the result should also be printed on the screen. So what I'm going to do is, I will use equal to operator and I will use the same expression. So this is my expression, right? And we are going to use these concepts, string interpolation, placeholders, in creating a web app using Python video. I hope you understood the concept of string interpolation. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video lecture. Till then, take care.